The World Cup is football's grandest stage, and yet somehow it has also produced some of the dumbest, strangest, most unbelievable moments in sports history. Let's take a look at 10 of the craziest things that happened in the World Cup. Number 1. Before England hosted the 1966 World Cup, the original trophy, the Jules Rimet Trophy, was stolen from an exhibition in London. The police launched a huge search but came up with nothing. Then, a few days later, a black and white collie named Pickles was out for a walk in South London when he sniffed out a package wrapped in newspaper. Inside was the World Cup trophy. Pickles became a national hero, appeared on television, and was invited to England's celebration banquet after they won the tournament. Number 2. In the 2018 World Cup, Belgium's Adnan Januzaj scored a beautiful goal against England. His teammate Michy Batshuayi decided to celebrate by smashing the ball back into the net. Unfortunately, from point-blank range, he kicked the ball straight into the post and it bounced directly back into his face. He got a concussion and it instantly became a global meme. To Batshuayi's credit, he did what every great athlete must do after accidentally attacking himself with a football. He laughed about it online. But some World Cup chaos is less cute. In football, a red card is brutal. The player who got it is removed from the match and his team has to continue with one man down. In 2006, Portugal played the Netherlands in a round of 16 match so violent and messy, it became known as the Battle of Nuremberg. The referee handed out 16 yellow cards and 4 red cards, setting a World Cup record. For comparison, the entire 2022 World Cup had only 4 red cards. By the end, players who had been sent off from opposite teams were sitting near each other, casually chatting, like pupils waiting outside the principal's office. But sometimes we have the opposite problem with red cards. In the 2006 group stage, Croatia played Australia. Croatian defender Josip Šimunić got a yellow card in the 61st minute and a second one in the 90th minute. According to football rules, that should have meant an automatic red card, but English referee Graham Paul forgot. Šimunić continued to play until another incident, where Paul showed him a third yellow card and finally the red. It remains one of the most famous refereeing brain freezes in World Cup history. Number 5. In the 1938 semi-final, Italy's Giuseppe Meazza stepped up to take a crucial penalty against Brazil. As he prepared to shoot, the elastic in his shorts snapped, so Meazza held up his shorts with one hand, took the penalty while his dignity hanging by a thread, and scored. Brazil's goalkeeper was reportedly distracted. At least he didn't laugh. Number 6. In 2014, during Uruguay's group match against Italy, Suarez got tangled with defender Giorgio Chiellini. Then, for mysterious reasons, Suarez bit him on the shoulder. Chiellini immediately pulled down his shirt to show the referee the bite marks. Suarez, meanwhile, sat on the grass holding his own mouth, acting like his teeth had been the victims. Even stranger, this was not a one-time incident. It was the 3rd time in Suarez's professional career that he had bitten an opponent during a match. Not every strange World Cup stat involves violence. In 2018, France won the entire tournament with Olivier Giroud as their starting striker. The striker is one of the most important roles on the team and his main job is to score. But across 546 minutes, he did not register a single shot on target. The only starting striker to win the World Cup with 0 shots on target. One of the funniest World Cup myths belongs to India. India qualified for the 1950 World Cup in Brazil, but withdrew before the tournament. For decades, the popular theory was that India refused to go because FIFA would not let them play barefoot. But this was a myth. While Indian players had played barefoot in some competitions, the more realistic reasons were travel and preparation costs. The Indian football authorities prioritized the Olympics over the World Cup. Finally, let's end the trivia with food. When Argentina traveled to the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, they reportedly brought a massive 2,000 pound of Argentine beef so the squad could keep eating proper asado. Not to be outdone, the rival German team arrived with 300 pounds of traditional pork sausages and 400 vertical crates of German beer. Apparently, food is a crucial part of the competition. The World Cup is the most watched sport event in the world, but it is also a tournament where dogs rescue trophies, referees forget math, footballers bite each other, and national teams pack enough meat that give a customs officer a heart attack. The unpredictability is what makes the World Cup so amazing to watch. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please like, comment, and subscribe to support me in making more animated educational videos.